Good afternoon, this is Adam for Metal Wani, and I am with the gentleman, as you say.
Oh, well, thank you.
John Fred from Blackstone Cherry. Good afternoon, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me on.
Very, very pleased to have you. Firstly, congratulations on the recent release of your sixth studio album, Family Tree. It's a real, I'm going to call it an ass shaker.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Because to get you going, it wouldn't be a Blackstone Cherry album if it wasn't an ass shaker, would it?
No, I don't think so. We like to shake our ass a lot. I think our music is absolutely ass-shaking worthy now. So, very honored.
You could put that in your write-up.
Yeah, in the resume.
It sounded like a real fun record to make. How important is it to you guys that the work remains fun and comes across to your fans that way?
It's a priority, absolutely. I mean, doing this last record, Family Tree, was such a wonderful experience. We got to record back home in Kentucky, and we produced the record ourselves, and Chris mixed it, and I think we're at that stage in our career now where we're finally able to do as we please in a certain way, because we've been doing it so long that we're finally getting artistic control of everything. So we switched labels a couple years ago, and we're with Mascot label now, and Mascot label group, and they totally understand the Blackstone Cherry road to survival, and they get it, and they're so supportive. So it's great. We go in and make the records we want to make, and we know what our fans expect of us. So it's a wonderful situation.
Tell us a little bit about how the album was put together, and in terms of writing, and you said that you engineered and produced.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, we started writing songs last year in January, which it seems crazy, it's that long ago, but we started writing it, and we were like, we knew that the direction was opening up. More of the roots influences we had were coming through the surface, and our previous label, Man in America, when we were signed to the other label, Roadrunner, it was a lot of trying to make us sound like just another radio American band, and we couldn't do that. We're a different beast, and we finally, when we departed from that situation and we got with Mascot, we are now able to just write anything we want to, and the record, we're highly influenced by Southern rock, highly influenced by great, British rock and roll and metal and Motown and blues and country. So we have we're like just a big melting pot of music, and I think that we kind of years ago we kind of had people looking over our shoulders and saying, you got to be this, you got to be that, and finally we just said, hell with that, we're going to do what we are. We're Blackstone Cherry, and it's finally coming to the surface, and we're I think now we're so comfortable with our fortunate place that we're in now.
And it's nice when the label allows you to be that way. And sort of give you that artistic freedom to write the songs that you want to write, not what the label is telling you to write.
Right, and it's so wonderful that we're with this group now, and they totally get the band, And it's a lot of bands, that happens to a lot of younger bands. You get, a label signs a band, they're a great band, but then they can't just let them be what they are, And the last thing you want to do is try to sound like another band that's out, because there's already that band that's there, That's the thing. People want genuineness, and they want, incredibly diverse music, and I think that's what the industry doesn't understand, is that bands have to grow and become something different. Not everybody in the world is going to love that band, but the people that do will know that it's extremely genuine.
Yeah, they'll be allowed to do.
Yeah, exactly.
You're in a good position to do that now. Now let's go back to yesterday when you're out.
Oh, dude, unreal.
Tell me how that felt for you guys, because I saw it in here from the monitor. And it looked like you guys just had them in the palm of your hands.
It was absolutely the most nervous I have been at a show in years.
Really?
I mean, yeah, and it was, because we had the most amazing spot right, before Guns N' Roses, and we had to lay it down, and it went wonderful. It did. It was just it was such an amazing show. The crowd, dude, the whole of the UK. I think they're estimating like over 100,000 were out there.
Yep.
And it was time for us to deliver, and I think we did. And I'm so happy, honored to be a part of this festival, to play anywhere on the bill, but obviously to have the chance to play right there. It was spiritual.
It was a prime slot for you.
It was, and I mean that, man. It was a spiritual experience yesterday. Like Chris, our singer, said, it's almost like I wasn't even playing. It was like I was out of my body watching us play. He said, I know that sounds silly, but he said it was like so much adrenaline and dopamine and just your body going, what am I doing right now?
It's really spiritual, man.
It is, yeah, man, yeah, it is. And that's what music's about anyway. And at the core of everything, strip back everything about, the bands and anything. It's the song. And it comes down to that song. And when you write a song that connects with people, that's something that you can't pay somebody to create that. That has to be created in a genuine, organic thing, and we're able to do that, and we're very blessed to be able to connect and write songs like that. And it changes. People come up to us and be like, "Man, you guys write songs that changed my life or helped save my life," and that means more than just about anything,
that
man.
Connection in particular is a very special thing, and a very important thing for you guys. It's a responsibility more than anything.
I can't say that better. That's absolutely perfect. I mean, it is a responsibility, and you can't take it lightly. And that's somebody came up, they said, "Man, I wish you guys would play Things My Father Said." This song we have, and Peace Is Free. And I said, "Man, if we would have had more time, we'd have played 30 songs." But I said, "That's come back in the fall. We're coming back in the fall."
I was about to ask you.
Yeah. We're coming December the 6th through, I think, the 15th of December, doing all the arenas again. We've got our buddies Cadillac 3 and Monster Truck.
Wow.
Yeah. So, dude, it's gonna be effing ridiculous. It is, and I tell you, we're fortunate that we've been touring so long over here since '07 that we've got so many great fans that come out here and see us that I feel like we've helped open the door for a lot of other bands, that are great friends of ours that also, are doing something original, and they've the other way they've helped us because it's a community of bands that we don't get massive radio airplay in America. We're not on the big top 10, but it's like,
and that's insane to me.
I know it is, but it's all corporate in America, man. It's like the radio is dominated by 3 or 4 different dudes that, like, if you don't sound like what they want you to sound like, you can't get on the radio. But now over here, it's totally different because, man, people genuinely realize great music and they come together as a community. Now that exists in America. There's a great rock and roll community in America, and they travel everywhere. Obviously it's a longer flight than it is coming from England or Germany or Spain, whatever. But it's crazy because that rock and roll, the roots music, the Southern culture, the heavy stoner stuff. That stuff exists in America, and it's thriving. It's just that we're all over there fighting to push through that corporate bullshit.
You got to create your own vibe.
Yeah, you do, and that's what. And I really admire that about the Cadillac 3 guys, the Monster Truck, Whiskey Myers. There's a band from Texas, they're great friends of ours, called Mothership. There's so many bands that are doing all this stuff. Blackberry Smoke. We're all just trying to push up through the graveyard and I'm telling you, man, the underground scene of Southern rock, stoner, heavy metal, even the outlaw country stuff, like guys like Brantley Gilbert that are out there doing it. And I know I'm leaving some cats out. I don't want to, but there's a big movement, and it's just Southern rock at the core, but it's cool. It's a big old family over there, so we're all kind of holding each other, fighting to push through.
It's a beautiful thing, it really is.
Thank you.
One final thing is, have you got a message for your fans that came out to see you yesterday?
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, because that was one of the most incredible experiences I've had as a musician, and also the other 3 guys would tell you the same thing. It was life-changing for us, getting to step out there and know that we came over here 11 years ago playing these little 60-seat clubs, and now we're doing it for 100,000 plus, and
it doesn't get better than that.
We love you. We sincerely, genuinely love you, and thank you for everything.
It's been a genuine pleasure to meet you.
You too, sir.
I feel the energy and the love, and it's
Thank
great.
you. Thank you
very much from the bottom
Thanks,
of my
brother.
heart.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you much, man.